Notes updated. Tell me about these notes. Records. Photo modes. Himeno. After coming to Hisoka for help, she went to look for her friend Haruka Momose-san or Mount Mikami by herself. Fuyuhi was one of Hisoka's regulars, not in the cafe, but in the fortune telling. She hasn't come in lately, so Yuri doesn't know her? Oh, Yuri doesn't know her, not Hisoka. Okay. Hisoka didn't accept the case right away, but asked for some time to think about it. Growing impatient, Fuyuhi visited this shop. Kurosawa's Antiques, an old house renovated by Hisoka. The front hall is now an antique shop and cafe. There was an antique shop there to begin with, but Hisoka always wanted to be a cafe owner, so she redecorated. There's more to changing an antique shop to a cafe than redecorating. There's a very relaxed atmosphere, attracting a few regulars. Hisoka always uses that as a base for her unusual shadow reading business. Yet another draw for certain customers is her fortune telling, which Hisoka does as a hobby. Alright, tell me about the Pool of Purification. A spot by the old path to the shrines on Mount Hikami. The path passes by a few waterfalls, and the pilgrims use it to clean for themselves in their crystal clear water before proceeding to the shrines. The pool below the maiden fall used by shrine maidens was particularly beautiful. For a brief time, the Pool of Purification was a tourist attraction, and shrine maidens performed ritual ablutions for show. But it's been some time since tourists last came to Mount Hikami. According to a legend, the true shrine maidens of Mount Hikami had all been murdered. Whoa! Which might be the reason the faith abruptly died out. That is probably a good reason, yeah. Their bodies are said to have washed up into the pool. Occultists like to refer to it as the Maiden Pool. Unfathomable Forest, a forest located halfway up Mount Hikami. The name comes from a folk tale saying that those who wander into the forest forget who they are and where they're going. The new path to the shrines goes through this forest. It was built as part of the project, aiming to turn the mountain into a tourist destination. However, only after a landslide destroyed most of it, only parts remain. Some areas have flooded and are now fenced off. Since the mountain became infamous as a suicide spot, many curious occultists have broken through these fences. Belongings of missing people can be found there. Some say that those who go astray in the forest do not just get lost, but that they are killed by something. Traces, sure. Shadows of the past, seen when shadow reading. Through contact with a token of a lost person or object, a person possessing psychic abilities can sense its trace, showing them where to go. People with particularly strong abilities will see the form of their quarry and not just a shadow. The traces will attract malevolent ghosts, so it is dangerous to spend too long gazing at them. Yet another risk lies in following the trace of a person who has already died or has been spirited away, as you may be inadvertently following them into the world of the dead. Tokens are used in shadow reading. They are objects which carry a trace of the person or object that has gone missing. A person with a shadow reading ability is able to follow that trace to find that which is lost. They can be anything: items that the subject likes, strands of hair, letters or diaries that matter to them very much, or photographs, to name a few. It is also possible to use items which belong to dead people to follow their trace to lost or hidden items, but that kind of shadow reading carries with it great risk. The Netherworld. The world of the dead is a place of never-ending night, permanent darkness. Where the Netherworld connects to the world of the living, the sky glows as if in the light of the setting sun. The light beckons those unfortunate enough to see it towards a darkness they will never escape. First drop, that's just a summary. I know the controls. Oops. I wanted to look at this, and I can't, because it's just a thing. It's a brochure. I can't look at that either. Okay. ghost list. How many did I miss in the first section? It doesn't say. Oh well. That's a lot of pictures. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the plot. So, I like horror games. Fatal Frame has always been the one series that has actually been able to scare me. And it's it's got something to do. There's someone by the shrine on the other side of the river. Was it Fuhi? I think the primary thing behind it is the sound design. Just listen to it. It's dreadful. In a good way. In a literal sense. You're just walking down the path and you hear rustling on the sides. Could be anything. Yes, I know how this works. I'm gonna go off course. Small Jesus statue stands at the base of a tree. Okay. Okay, this is going into a different place. Oh, there's items nearby. I'll take them. Herbal medicine. And what? A bottle? Ah! My health went down a little bit. Sacred water. Is this just like a cave? Wind echoes from the hole in the rocks. It's blowing up from underground. The low howl of the wind almost sounds like somebody's voice. There's that sound design again. But it's also there's no music, but there is this ambient, I can't hold anymore. Okay, well, time to switch types then. Wait. Type 14, I'm not using that, I'm using type 80. Oh no, I'm using... Okay, whatever. There shouldn't be a limit. Throughout the series, there's a general, sort of a Type 61. New film in good condition. It's effective at exorcising ghosts. So, that'll be useful. And I'll use the other type that way, huh? Okay. I'll use the other type in the meantime. The type that I was full up on. Even though I only had 80. The downside of having the map on the the Wii U tablet screen is that if you look at it while you're running, you hit the wall. Okay. Now, here's a problem. Oh boy. Yes, here is a problem. Okay. You're done. There's another one, though. Or is it just the same one? There you are. Oh, hey, buddy. It also does a good job at instilling paranoia in you. But I went this way. Let me back here. That's why I was confused. Hey. Fuyuhi's trace ends here. Alright, what's this thing she dropped? It's another note. I don't know what to do now that Haruka's gone missing. I can't do anything on my own. It's like I can't breathe. We've been close since we were children. Now she's gone, I realize how important she is to me, how irreplaceable. I can't stop thinking I could have done something when she left that day. Maybe if I'd said something, I could have stopped her from going. The waiting is unbearable. I should have been the one to disappear. It should be me. That's not good thinking. If Haruka comes back, there's so much I want to tell her. I should tell her how I really feel before we end things together. Maybe she's already known for a long time, but I'll tell her anyway. I have to tell her. Oh. She's in love with her. Fuyu has been here. I can use this note to pick her up her trace again. Oh boy. You're a ghost. Oh no, you're just a passerby. You guys, however, that I can't see. Oh yeah. Better. I just realized that they don't subtitle the ghost voices, so I never knew what they were saying. It's a shame that they don't subtitle everything when they have a dub or when they don't have dubs. Especially when they don't. It's a shame that they don't subtitle everything, especially when there's not a dub. I think they should always subtitle every single thing, but especially if there's no, if it's in a different language. That's just that's not right. It's just not right. Alright, where next? This way, huh? check. Oh. I've seen these same statues all over the forest. Did this place have some sort of spiritual significance? I wonder. Other than suicide spot, prime suicide real estate. Oops. Oh wait, that was what I meant to do. Why did it turn me around? Crumpled note. The tales I read about Mount Hikami were true. I can't handle any more death. I've seen that girl hang herself over and over. I've had enough. When I try to run, I wind up back here. I found myself mimicking her. My body moved on its own just like that girl. I felt I was doing the right thing. As I hung there, my final thought was that death takes a long time to come. I watched the sunset. When I woke, I was back here. I should already be dead. Will I be forced to see that sunset again, to go through it all again? I'm fading bit by bit. I must go. I also love the notes that you get, not just in this one, but in the whole series is generally very well written. Not necessarily from a story point, but the little found scraps, always very good. Alright, let's go where we're supposed to. No. Swept away maiden. Got lots of pictures of you. Oh yeah, more creepy Japanese stuff. Look at all these dolls. Look at this. Oh yeah. It's like doll heaven here, only it's not heaven. It's hell. Doll hell. What you want to bet that as soon as I do whatever I'm gonna do to this box or this rope here, a million of these are gonna come and get me. Let's see. Oh. Countless dolls are lined up around the shrine. Maybe the shrine used dolls in its ceremonies. They look like they've been out here for quite some time, exposed to the elements. Well, how about that? I'm wrong again. Okay. I'm going to move slowly, because I expect something to pop up around the corner at any moment. Like that. There's just that one watching me. All the others are faced out, but except you. Creepy. Door's shut. Doesn't look like Fuyuhi went into the shrine. It looks exactly like that. Come on. I decided to go into the shrine and then I changed my mind. That's what this says. Haruka and I have been close since kindergarten. We sang a song together at graduation. It was called The Song of Memories. Haruka and I looked at each other when we sang together. I'll never forget that forlorn look of want. I think a lot about those times lately. They were the best. If I even hum that tune, I start to tear up. Oh, Jesus.